Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Dungeons of Dredmor. We return to our run already in progress. Where the hell did he go? The hell did that demon go? It's not you. Shoot. Okay, another boss there. 113, the Crab King. We can totally deal with him. Oh, here he is. He's down here. There's Sparky. Alright, Sparky. What do you got for me this time? He countered me. He's almost dead. There you go. Another skill you have that I should recommend using is Seismic Uppercut. Knowledge that range damage also dazes the enemies in a line, prevents casting a debuff to crit, dodge, counter, and block. Okay. I know I picked it up for a good reason. You're right. I've not been using that on the regular. And I should be. But we got the Munchers reward, so even with the crash, the belt's not bad. 5 defense, 3 absorption, minuses to a lot of things. You're right, the rebels don't have a good supply of resources. They do have a couple of shipbuilding places. Oh, the Seismic Uppercut does a melee attack at range. That's a good sign. Okay, let's try it on the Crab King here. He's nicely lined up for us here. Where's my Seismic Uppercut? There we go. Uppercut! Okay. He was dazed there for a second, and he got wrecked instantly. That was great. Got the Crown of Yellow, which I believe... No, it's not better than our current crown. Or our current hat, rather. We don't actually have a crown. We have this. Actually, no, actually might be, because it goes defense. We don't care about dodging too much. I do like the counter chance, so it drops us down to 23 counter. Unless this has a counter chance, it does not. I'll keep the Vampire Hunter hats on right now. Oh, it hits the enemy next to you with a normal melee attack. Okay, I get it. We don't have any weapons with us right now. This is already a... You know what? Let's just turn this in for the experience. Yeah, turn that into the warehouse. There you go. 876 experience, not too bad. This looks like this has got to be an artifact too, right? So we'll give this some time and wait for it. If it's not, we can turn it in to Krong, and you can make it into an artifact. Hello, boys and girls. Don't mind me just smashing through you like you don't even matter. Want to make sure you know you totally do matter. You're slowing me down by at least 5 seconds. Or Dredmor will be very happy with your progress, I'm sure, once I report it to him. Where is our... There we go. There's the hungry girl. He was hiding. Hiding behind the door is cheating. Okay, so down here... And we will try to turn in... Not Celestial Circle. It is the other one. It is... Oh, we still have 4 turns on it. 1, 2, 3, 4. There you go. Honey Yellow. Go ahead and turn that in. As long as the museum got 682 for it. That's not too shabby. This does not seem to be going very far. Hey guys, how you doing? Oh, that's an evil-looking leprechaun right there. If I mention the art team's like frickin' on point. Oh, he countered me. No, don't dodge me. There we go. He's out. That wasn't so bad. Oh, check Discord? Alright. Give me a minute. Beat up this guy. There we go. Okay. You've got yourself a compilation shot of the biggest Rebel Alliance ships. But there's no legend. There's no way to tell how big these ships actually are. I can kind of tell based on the transport pod in the middle. But well, I guess the Star Destroyer in the bottom right, because that's a captured Star Destroyer, right? So I have no idea what the hell the top right ship is, though. That's amazing. But yeah, there's no legend. I mean, it's a good find. I'll give you some credit there. You've definitely got a good Google foo to be able to find that shot in the first place. But it's really hard to tell how big those ships actually are. I'm assuming the transport pod in the middle is the one used in Empire Strikes Back to get away from Hoth. I mean, that was a pretty sizable transport pod. I think that carried, I want to say something like 10,000 rebels, something crazy like that. And that's saying something for most ships that only have like a complement of maybe like, I don't know, about 1,000 or so. This guy worries me a little bit. I'm going to push him away from us. Turn demon. There we go. Celestial Circle still might be a good idea for the defense. So we'll do that. Okay, good. The gold guy gets out. Okay, the footies are technically demons, so we must be getting closer and closer to Lord Dredmor here. Okay. Seismic Uppercut when he gets close to me, maybe? We can at least stun him. Or actually, we're in a line right now. Let's just do Seismic Uppercut now. I don't think that worked. I didn't hit him at all. I just hit the footy. Alright, well, I'll kill you. So far, so good. Okay, buddy, now it's your turn. Oh, look at that. We almost took on one hit. Oh, that was so good. I was more worried about him than we had to be. I have to use uppercut on the far right because I clicked on the footy. You're right. I messed that up. Okay. You have to click on the farthest enemy away. That makes sense. So when they're in a line, click the farthest away. That's going to be... I'm going to try to remember that. We're doing very well, though. Get some vodka. I feel confident about our abilities. I might be overconfident, but we'll see. So what is this? Mass feeding mechanism? Sure thing. Oh, line can be diagonal, too? That's nice. Okay, let's line these guys up. There we go. Nicely lined up for us. Fire in the hole. Oh. Okay, that did a little bit. That's going to take some while to learn there, but I like that. That's neat. Did some damage to everyone. Stunned the guy in back. And definitely delayed him long enough for me to take out his friends. That's pretty good. Some absinthe there. Never drink absinthe in real life, folks. Never do it. Has a reputation for making people see fairies, and that's no joke. It's so hard to find big ships with rebels, right? The thing is, the rebels usually go in numbers more than anything else. And really, that's how they overwhelm the bigger ships in the Empire. So for the most part, you're not going to find a lot of big ships with rebels. Because, one, they can't even find the people to man those kind of ships. But two, that's not really their go-to. They don't put all their eggs in one basket. They spread those eggs around. So I guess if you were going to be fighting like the big old dreadnought, what would you use? That's only 20 damage. Not good enough. Not good enough. We're using 30 right now. Tempted to go downstairs. But yeah, the rebel technique has never been throw a bigger ship at it. It's been throw more ships at it. Though usually the dreadnoughts are known as fleet killers because there's only so many ships the rebels can field. And if the dreadnought can stay there long enough, it can just knock out ship after ship after ship. Can't even see the action right now. Trying to keep these guys in the bottleneck. They are dying like quite a bit here. Nope, seismic uppercut. Oh, it would work here. Would have worked right there, but I killed him anyway. How much damage are we doing? A lot. It's a lot. It's more than they have. Well, for most of them, not all of them. That guy had 93 health, to be fair. For some reason, I guess the Berserkers is making us hit him more and more, even though they should be just dying. There we go. Great. We got some of that beautiful stuff. We could just go downstairs. We might find... Oh, I'm looking for a shop, really. I'm just more curious to see if we can deal with Brax. Pick that up. Hello there, Mr. Potato. Go away. Dymo Bot is like no threat right now. Oh, it's the Clockwork Ravagers letting me attack more than once? Oh, whoops, I stepped in the trap for no reason. Because I was looking at chat. It's all your fault, chat. It's fine, we only took like 4 damage. Oh, yep, you're right. Sometimes it likes to go on destructive autopilot. That's exactly right. So it's the dual Clockwork Ravagers that's making it so that we attack more than once. I thought for sure it was Berserker, but I think that's just incidental. Well, there, Mr. Potato. Don't get me wrong, I'm not complaining. I love the multiple attacks. It's great. I wonder if maybe specializing more in the axe tree will actually let us take more advantage of that. I would love that shield. Shield to Cake Town. We already sold one of those, but selling another one would not be too bad. Finding all the monies. We still only have 10,000 though. It's not going to be nearly enough to buy anything good from the store. There's the artifact there. And we got some goggles. Are those good? It's alright. 1 radiance protection. 1 protection against most things, really. Additional dodge. It does reduce our sight radius, which I'm not wild about, and increases our tinker, which I don't care. Check Discord for the trash rebel ships. Oh, that's so good. Alright. Alright, I'll do it. What do we got? Okay, so these are calamari ships, right? The Mon Calamari, basically pushed from their home by the Quarian, who were evolved on the same planet they did. And so what the Mon Calamari did was they basically took their entire cities, built a starship around it, and launched it into space. Because it's like, fuck this, you don't want us on this planet, fine, we'll leave. So these are gigantic because basically they're cities in space. At least that's the big one. The Mon Ramada cruiser Home 1, I think, is also Mon Calamari. I don't know about the Strident Star, which is technically a Dreadnought, but I think that's also technically a Mon Calamari city ship. But you're right, those are garbage. They have garbage stats. Ideally, you would never want to take one of those in battle. I think a few of those did show up at the Battle of Death Star 2 over Endor, but that was more lack of any other real options. But anytime one of the Mon Calamari would lose one of those ships in battle, that means basically losing a city. It's not ideal. Now, usually when they would take them into battle, they would, of course, evacuate them to another ship that would then go somewhere else, so they didn't, like, risk their children or wives or people who wanted to stay at home or anything like that. But it was definitely not ideal. They look like flying pickles, you're right. And they're basically, it's just a big giant... It's a big giant city in space. I mean, it's not made to look pretty. It's just made to basically get out there and into space. That's it. It's not supposed to be anything special. It's supposed to be just basically functional. And that's all they were going for. So there is a good lore reason why, but you're right. Like, mechanically, they just look like garbage. And you definitely would not want to actually field those in battle by choice. And they didn't, by and large. There were, of course, exceptions, but those would be the exceptions. They would not be the rule. I don't like the rebel ships. I don't want to look at the rebel ships. I want them all dead. Well, then you, too, might join the Empire. Orb of Nothing. That doesn't sound very good. I mean, it's probably a mage thing. Maybe we'll try a mage build next after this one. Pop you. We're good. You are the Empire? I mean, not unless your name is Palpatine. Your name is apparently Goliath Drago, so... Or Drago? It's one of those. Anyway. Your name's not Palpatine, you can't possibly be the Empire. Interesting, you can mine into here and get native gold. That was weird. Okay, we're done with this floor. Let's go downstairs. I mean, there's technically more we can do. I guess there's 2 side passages. Might as well do this. Hey guys, you're gonna die now? I guess to get the experience, we might want to level up at least one more time before we go down to the next floor. I mean, I am the Empire, something somebody says usually just before they're defeated catastrophically in battle. I mean, Thrawn thought he was the Empire. He died. Actually, we don't know what happened to Thrawn in the current continuity. Right? Ezra Bridges kind of wrecked him, but we don't actually know if he died. It could be Thrawn still around to wreck the Rebels another day. Or I guess the Resistance. Though the First Order probably would not work with Thrawn. They're even more xenophobic than the Empire was originally. What is this? This is 12 damage. Alright. Nope. It's garbage. Actually, it looks like it's named. It might be something we can chuck into for experience. Let's do it. Nope. Okay, can't do that. Just traded it for no reason. How do we get more magic resistance? Bounce some of those shots. We're about to leave this floor, so we do not want a quest right now. We're just going to go downstairs. Hello, gold. And absinthe. Okay, you guys have some fire thrown at me, huh? I think if I get bigger into the demonology tree... Oh, wait a minute. No, the spell does no damage, so never mind. They're trying fire on me right now. Fire does nothing to me right now. And we leveled up, which is great. So we'll see the axe swords more, right? I said axes. We get a might, Norwegian axe Nito. That is, in fact, an active skill, which is fine. One more active skill will knock out Platonic Fist. We don't use that anymore. And Mail Halberg looks cool, but it's not nearly as good as our current outfit. I suppose you guys know where a store is? Have we ever seen a store this deep? I don't know. This is floor 9. It seems like we might be done with stores by now. We're just bopping all these guys. They're trying to throw flames at us. We don't care one whit about their flames, though. So fire resistance seems like a big, big deal that we need to make sure we keep on board for all future builds. Oh, wow. There we go. Just, I think that other guy teleported, right? I don't think we actually killed him. Yeah, okay. He teleported over here. Bop and bop. No worries. I mean, it's just a single bop and these guys are dead. This is great. I mean, they do dodge sometimes, but then they learn the lesson with a single final bop. He critted on me. That's just rude. Of course, he critted from 2 damage to 4, so whatever. Alright, here we have an Axe of Dinglet, which is not an artifact. We're going to turn it into an artifact. He gave us 2 sagacity on it, which is fine, but we're going to go ahead and just turn that right in to the museum. There you go, 960 experience. Basically for free. Come over here, Big Red. That was blocked. He still had me for 5? Yeah, but he's dead now. I love these clockwork axes. Might never want to give these up. Okay, 0 to 1 store per floor, no time to grind? Alright. So there's a chance on every floor for basically a store. So there could be one here. He probably has to pay some kind of tax to Lord Dredmor for being in here, which is fair. And also, to be fair, I'm just curious because I want to murder him. Just want to see what's going to be happening when I murder him. Okay, so go over here. Drop off more stuff. I honestly don't know if we're ever actually going to sell any of this stuff. I'm keeping it to keep it. The 8 defense might be better than what I have now. Just slightly more magic during regen. Big deal. Let's trade that out. Drop that. I don't need some of this stuff. Replenishment I might need. Radiance is just so-so. Verdant Poison I don't want right now. Ingots we can drop off to the side here. Alchemy Box is largely useless. Okay, this stuff. So the Hematite plus Bituminous Coal should get me steel, I would think. Let's drop some of these off. And the stakes as well. Alright, and so let's look at the crafting menu here. What do we got? we've got some options. Look at the ingot press. We can make one of those. Oh no, I'm missing craftables. Never mind. Sorry, only stuff that has ingredients, please. Thank you. So gold we have, that we have, and nothing else. Okay, so this is largely garbage. Gold ring would be okay. I guess if we can get modified by Krang, might be alright. Otherwise, this stuff I don't need. So sort here and drop those off. Thank you very much. Lots and lots of sparklies all over the place. Can I pick up the Havarti? Not that I need it. I haven't had Havarti cheese in a while. In real life, I mean. It's a nice flavor. Kind of like the Havarti cheese that has like garlic or some other taste to it. Like the Havarti by itself is fine, and I'll totally have it. But I do like just that little bit of extra. Over here, come on, Big Red. Big Red didn't even see me there, so I critted him and countered him, and he just died. It's just over, my friend. Okay, you hit me for 21 damage. I mean, that hurt. That hurt a lot. Not a big fan of the hurt you just laid down there. Hoping to heal that all back up. I have a feeling we're going to run into a monster zoo, and I have a feeling you might die there. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. The problem with blocking is that you do still take some of the damage. Oh, is there a guy? Oh, there's a Diggle Geologist there. Can I bash him? Oh, there we go. Okay, we can still hit him when he's in stone form. That's good to know. That actually confused us last time we were here. Hello there, guys. Big Red, go ahead and get knocked. He does still hurt quite a bit. Where are you? You are a flaming golem. Okay, the fire damage I don't necessarily care too much about. There. I do like the blocks, though. We can up our defense a little bit more. I'll be happier. The circle of protection is good, but it doesn't help us when we need to be moving. If we need to chase these guys down, circle of protection doesn't help us at all. When they come to us, it's okay, but unfortunately, that's not necessarily always going to be the case. I would love to be able to taunt these guys, though. There's got to be a taunt we can do at some point. I keep worrying every time it pauses like that, just in case that it decides that, you know what, today we're going to crash again. Fortunately, the autosaves are pretty decent. That's why they exist. I did step right through that trap. There was no need for that. Especially this one basically nowhere. Okay, sure, Mudrun. To be honest, I don't even know what these mushrooms do. I know they're somewhat good. Can I pick up that diamond there in the rough? I can. Good. More things to sell for when we have inevitably betrayed Brax. Okay, looks like the only way to go is over this way. Oh, did I know how to pick that up? There we go. That's done. Come on, just go ahead and just pop that open. There you go. They're giving us a lot of things to build with. Very generous of them. It's a pity I'm not taking more advantage of that. I guess we do have the smithing skill right now, which I guess we could use. We could probably start gathering up a lot of different stuff from the pocket dimension and try to sort that out into what we can actually build. I could look over the recipes, like actually put some work into it. It could happen. You know, Parmesan takes something like a decade to fully mature. I just saw the Parmesan Reggiano, that's why I brought it up. And that it's used as collateral for banks. Like, banks actually make special vaults for it that are climate controlled so that they don't lose their investment. And so most cheese companies that make Parmesan are actually, like, usually right on the verge of bankruptcy. Because the cheese takes so long to make that they're actually just better off just handing it over to the bank and letting them deal with the rest themselves. Isn't that insane? It seems like such a weird thing to go through. I mean, Parmesan's good, don't get me wrong. It just seems like there's got to be like an actual like business model we can use instead of just hand it to the banks and let them take all the risk. It just seems weird. Some gold over there. I'd kind of like to pick that up. This Ely does not want to move. How he survives in lava, no one knows. Norwegian Axe NATO, we don't really need. Abyssal Fire, doesn't seem like that would do anything for someone who lives in lava. Seismic Uppercut might work. Let's get his attention. Okay, so now he's... told the Emperor, the rebel supporters, he'll be here soon? Alright, you know what? Bring him on. I have friends. I won't say whether or not they're Jedi, because that would be treasonous. But you know what? I'm a rebel anyway. You know what? Fuck the Empire. I'm just going to come right out and say it. Fuck the Empire. Empire can go ahead and sit and spin, as far as I'm concerned. They're all bastards. And when the revolution comes, we're going to make sure to string up any of the supporters. So there. Actually, arguably, that's probably what didn't happen. Like, I think the problem is that, if anything, they were probably too soft on the supporters. They managed to wind down on, like, they managed to destroy a lot of the Star Destroyers and take out a lot of the big capital ships. But anybody who saw the way the wind was blowing would have declared for the rebellion anyway. So they would be pretty hard to pick out from the rest of the galactic civilization, right? I don't appreciate you throwing poison at me here. There we go. Pick up the big book of too much information. Pretty much every encyclopedia ever. There we go. Got some gold. Well, I don't think this floor is going to have a store either. Unless we manage to just find one. Did he just charge me there? I think he did. He's dead now, so he probably regrets it. We're both remaining second of his life. There we go. Come on, just counter him. There you go. Smashed to death. What about you? Lucky just died. No worries. I don't know if we want... Well, I guess we could level up. Sure, why not? What do you got? The Ujora, the War Master of Wars, must be defeated, and the artifact Lure Fuchi, the mystical strength, must be used on the Mela Shrine. Got it. Turns out we know exactly where that is, so give me a minute and I'll head over that way. One bolt. The Diggle Nog, I don't even know why I'm picking it up. Turning it into a Diggle does not sound like a good idea right now. Like, we would lose, well, Circle of Protection at the very least. We'd lose access to all of our skills, basically. It would be bad. Well, that's a bunch of garbage. Can I just teleport over there right now? Oh, that actually worked out very well. Teleported me right to him. You just snap your fingers at me? You totally just snapped your fingers at me. I do not appreciate that, sir. That's one guy down. I defeated War Master of the War Master of Ores. Pick this up. Where's our... Okay, the monolith is just up here. Or sorry, the eyeball shrine, I think. What is this thing supposed to go to? Hold on, I forgot. The Mellow Shrine. Which I think is just up there. So I think we got this. Yeah, there we go. Mellow Shrine, right here. Here you go, sir. Ma'am, one of those. Okay, that looks like a cool weapon. What is this? Dagger class weapon. But it's not 30 damage. It's great. The dagger keeps perfect time, even when submerged in water up to a depth of 100 feet. Also kills people. Studded with awe-inspiring copper, decorated with a shining post-it notes, and a surplus greenish color. Well, you know what? That sounds like it belongs in a museum. There you go. That's not too bad. 2,700 extra experience just for that. That's decent. Wish I could grab that, though. The Death of Crowbars right there. Although, we'd probably just turn it in for the experience. Hey, Palpatine. Good to see you. That is correct. I am totally a Rebel supporter. I happen to know a couple of Jedi who will be by to basically rip you from your throne and throw you down a shaft to blow you up. So, get ready for that. And guess what? It doesn't matter if you get ready, because you're going to die anyway. So there. Tell Bashar to break it to you like this, except I'm not, because you totally deserve it being a Dark Lord of the Sith. So, just want you to know, your days are numbered, and the days of the Empire are numbered, and the Rebellion is totally going to create the new Alliance of the Republic. Oh, you think the Jedi told me where they are? Come on. I know of Jedi. I don't know their locations. That'd just be crazy talk. You gotta compartmentalize. Come on, my dude. You gotta know. I don't know exactly where they are. That'd just be crazy talk. But I totally welcome the interrogation. I understand I've outed myself as a Rebel supporter. It happens. It happens. It's alright. Rebels tend to lie. I mean, do we though? I mean, I guess the mark of a great villain is that they will always tell you the truth. Because the truth is often devastating if you're not ready for it. Good guys will often lie. That is fairly true. You know what? I'm totally... Now to think about it, I'm totally on board with that. I think you're right. Oh, Shazbot. Okay, this is fine. We have a natural bottleneck right here. We raise our defense with Celestial Circle. And we basically make our stand right here. Come on in, boys and girls. Let's do this. Bop you all. I'm also entertained by the idea that your name is Palpatine 30. Like there were 29 other guys who had the same idea. I want to see the original Palpatine, please. I know Palpatine loves his clones. I know he loves the idea of immortality. And being cloned is, of course, a way to get around that immortality. Or get around the whole being mortal thing. But I am curious who has the original Palpatine name. They're in the audience today. Please stand up. A lot of Zorkmids right there. Okay, let's throw in... I guess we could do Seismic Uppercut. Axonito right now does not seem like a good idea. Dire Empowerment does, though. Let's drink some Dire Empowerment. Turn some demons, maybe? You guys want to come over this way? That's great. Let's do that. And we might just live through this, which I would be surprised by. With 85 monsters to destroy, that number keeps on going down all the time. Yeah, just keep on swinging at these guys. Just do not crash the game. That's all I ask. No crashing of the game, please. Alright, Palpatine. Appreciate you stopping by. You totally don't look like Goliath in any way, shape, or form. I don't know what people are possibly talking about that you could possibly have a sock puppet. That's just crazy talk. You're obviously the real Emperor Palpatine and not at all trying to intimidate me with a typical Imperial trick. That'd be crazy talk. But good to see you in the chat. I appreciate you stopping by. I will, of course, be on the lookout for that Imperial Guard to come by and interrogate me about the Jedi locations. Or the location of the secret Rebel base, or whatever you happen to have questions on. You know, whatever. Okay, what do we got here? Berserker Rage just gives me additional might. Hell yeah, let's just do that. Give me more of that strength. Let's do it. They're going to try to surround me here, and it will not matter at all, and that's great. So the Lava Fish. Lava Fish was no threat. The poison is a worry. Thank you, Palpatine. It's great to hear that you appreciate my work, but calling me scum, you have just elevated me in the eyes of my fellow rebels, and I do appreciate that. We're going to murder all these guys. It's going to be great. 72 monsters. We're going to get there. I can't see very well because of the Poison Cloud. It looks like the Poison Cloud is having an effect on me, though. I'm hoping it dissipates soon, because otherwise it's going to be real bad. Who is casting Poison Cloud? It's got to be this guy. That's who it was. It's these cloud guys here. The Gaseous Gremlins. That's who it is. That's who it is. The Heck Raven. That's cute. Unfortunately, the Gaseous Cloud guy is keeping his distance. Let's eat some food and make sure we're going to be okay. beautiful cheesy omelet. There you go. Like the haywire occasionally. Come on, guys. You can't last forever. I'm almost down to half health. It's a little worrying. We're good, right? We're good. We're good so far. Lord Vader now? I thought you were talking to the Emperor directly. You telling me you're talking to his lackey? Well, I mean, if Lord Vader told to return, I suppose you're just here to keep an eye on me until the Imperial contingent comes over to make sure that I'm properly interrogated. That's fair. You know, just whatever you do, don't put me in carbonite. You know, it just never goes well. Just makes me available for later, but it's not necessarily making me available for you. It's just all gonna be bad. So, definitely no carbonite. Okay, we are now below half health. Oh no, not actually. No, I'm not doing my math right. Okay, the gaseous is just the gas is actually just murdering us. I think the gaseous cloud guy is gone. I don't see him anymore. Maybe we killed him? I don't know. There was such a mess in there, I couldn't even tell you. Pick up all the Zorgmids. We're back up to decent health. If you were Palpatine, would you not want your location known? I mean, isn't Palpatine just hang out on Coruscant pretty much every time? Does he actually move at all? The only time he's ever been known to move away from... Oops, I cast that and then moved immediately. That was stupid of me. Only time he's been known to move away from Coruscant was when he was on the Death Star 2. Well, I guess, and then in Rise of the Skywalker, he was in fact not on Coruscant. But that's because Coruscant was held by the Republic at that point. The fire's great. The fire actually helped me out. I'm not supposed to tell if he does or not. That's fair. Cannot confirm or deny the location of the Emperor. That is fair. I'm sure there have been assassination attempts. I'm sure he laughs them off, but I'm sure they have happened. Man, that would be an adventure campaign in and of itself, wouldn't it? You have been tasked with killing the Emperor. Ah, fuck. How the hell are we going to do that? And that's got to be pretty daunting. Come on up here, guys. Blocked his charge, so that's great. I still can't see it down. These gas guys are actually out of control. They're the only ones that are actually hurting me, too. Turns out I'm not good against AoEs. It's basically what the gas attack is, and I can't move very well either. I do have bombs, but I'm not sure how well the bombs are going to work. I'm going to drink... so I need to get out of the gas cloud. Let's get out of there. That was a little closer than I like to admit. Need a drink so we can do that again. Someone's throwing stuff at me. Do not appreciate. Let me eat some food here. Clear some inventory space. There. So we come down in the middle of this. Immediate counter. Which is great. I think we need to get closer to these gas guys and just take them out. Fire we're basically immune to because of demonology. A little worried for not having all of our block, but I'm just gonna have to go with it. These gas guys have got to go. We still have dire empowerment, I think. No, we're gone. Never mind. We don't have dire empowerment. Receive report that a patrol is an ambush. Well, you know, if you announce that you're sending a patrol to my location, there's only so many ways to get to me. Of course the Imperial patrol has been ambushed by rebels. I mean, you announced it to the whole world here on Twitch. I mean, granted I don't have that many viewers, but I do have a faithful rebel contingent that does like to show up. And, you know, they just made sure that the right people were in the right locations because they like to protect their own. So not exactly my doing, really. I mean, it was kind of the Emperor's own doing. Kind of the, you know, seed of his own destruction, so, you know, he's basically right in character there. Let's go ahead and set up a circle of protection here just to be on the safe side. Whoops, can't do that for some reason. I'm preventing from casting spells. Oh, because I'm dazed. Shazbot. I need food, so here, get some more defense. Solid block. I am currently standing in fire. Let's stand out of the fire. Alright, we're good. It was just 5 stormtroopers easy to replace. That's fair. I'm actually kind of surprised that the Empire was actually able to set up, like, actually still able to recruit people after the total disaster that was the Death Star. I mean, come on. At that point, I mean, even in canon, I think it was established that after that point, after the victory at Yavin, the Rebels had much easier time recruiting for their cause. A lot more planets were more open to declaring for the Republic at that point. These guys with fire shouldn't be too bad. We should be able to heal up almost to full by the time we finish with this nonsense. Some of these guys don't give us too much trouble. Okay, well, maybe not. Turns out they hit a little harder than I thought. When the Rebels attack, civilians are harmed. So that is true with, like, Saw Gerrera. Saw Gerrera needs to be reined in. That's for damn sure. I mean, he was killed, well, by the Death Star, surprisingly enough. They didn't mean to. But he wasn't alone. There's definitely some Rebels out there that definitely don't care if civilians get hurt. They basically treat, like, you know, they're basically sympathizers if they so much as live on the same planet as an Imperial contingent and don't do anything about it. It's hard to argue with, but I do get that it makes it harder to recruit because it does hurt civilians to do that, and that's not a great way to get people to join your cause. So you're right, there are definitely Rebel contingents to do that. But, I mean, then there's the Empire just doing dickish things for really no good reason. Just because they think it might give them a bit of power. I mean, if you rein in your Moffs, actually, like, govern instead of vie for power, that might be something to work for there. Of course, at that point, you're, like, turning into Republic with a little bit of fascism at that point. And I'm never on board with fascism. Where do we need to go here? We need to go this way, I guess. The only downstairs, so it looks like there's only one part over here we need to go to. Oh, there we go. That was part of the Monster Zoo. What do we get? Time Lord Scarf. That's awesome. Gives us some strength, gives us some defense, gives us a counter chance. I love this thing. This is amazing. And it has shades of my favorite Time Lord, so why the hell not? There you go. I mean, he might now be my second favorite Time Lord. I am a pretty big fan of Jodie, but she hasn't had a good writer to really let her shine. Since she has some good writing, some good episodes behind her, she has some okay episodes, but not great. So right now, she's probably my second favorite Time Lord, but the guy with the scarf. His name just jumped out of my head. And regeneration number 2. Wow, so much for my favorite. I can't even name him. Never mind. Apparently I don't know shit. You are the danger the people being protected from, except the rebellion didn't come out of nowhere. The rebellion came out of direct response to the Empire's action. If the Empire would just, you know, rule, then it'd be fine. But they decided to go for power and exploitation, and it's just not how ruling works. When you rule, you are subject to the whims and follies of the people. I'm sorry, it's the way it goes. It's why I personally would never get into politics, is because I know that I would not make for a good servant. And that's really what politics is all about, is about being a good servant for the people that you are in charge of. Emerald set gold ring. The 10 health is nice. I don't know if we necessarily need it. The shield looks badass, though. Unfortunately, we're not going to be able to do it either. This doesn't have a store. We're going to go downstairs. I'm going to skip over all this. We're going to go downstairs. Look at that. Beautiful sandwich that I cannot pick up. Okay, let's go back over to the pocket dimension. We got a lot of junk down here. I suppose we can get rid of some of these bolts, or the throwing action. We probably don't need a lot of this. Like, the grenades are good. Or just put away. And we're dumping a lot of this food, because we don't need this right now. Eventually we'll come back and grab all this, but for right now, we don't need this. And a lot of these we don't need either. I suppose I can get rid of the crappy ones first. Nightcap increases our magic regen, which I guess could be handy. Alright. Good enough. It is a little bit like the Templars versus Assassins in Assassin's Creed. Yeah, you're right. There's a lot of similarities there. And probably on purpose, too, my guess is. Sure, bash it up. What do you got? Nothing, because I bashed it. Bash the Uzi. Nothing. Pick it up there. Do you have the Realm of Digglite selected when you started this run? I did not. I specifically unchecked it. It starts off checked, but I specifically unchecked it. So I think we should be coming up on it. So this is level 10 right now. Having never reached Lord Dredmor before, though, I have no idea what I'm in for. And I have no idea what level it'd be on. So, could be here, could be later. Need some food here. Well, these guys get wrecked. At least I think I unchecked it. I'm pretty sure I did. I wish there was a way to check. These guys are wrecked me a little bit. The counters worked. Alright, let's pull the lever. What do we got? Oh, secret door. Oh, Aqua Veda, big deal. Yeah, there, folks. I probably shouldn't be just wandering in the middle. Did that gnome trade places with a Diggle? That seems odd. Why would you do that? So he didn't want to be next to me, I suppose? Oh, prepare for Dredmor, he's somewhere on this floor. Okay, good to know. So I probably shouldn't be entering these floors, or entering these doors without making sure I'm fully healed first. In fact, I'm having some trouble right now. So eat some food. Who is this guy? This is a Far Dirig. Okay, let's get some Celestial Protection on us right now. Right now it feels like I need some defense. Okay, bash that guy. There we go. Okay, we're good with the boss now. The boss is dead. I shielded up at just the right time, I think. And I have some regen still, so that's good. Yeah, just keep me at blocking here. Come on, there we go. Good wreck, good wreck. I have this guy here, the Fell Carrot. Let's go ahead and pull him in or something. You're a demon. I can pull you by doing this. Oh. Never mind. Hit the wrong dude. Alright then. Well, he's just dead now, so that was easy. We're more than halfway, but we should probably still be regenning. Potion of healing, I'm a little tempted to take. The clear vision, sure, why not? I don't think we need that right now. Borean potion, Voltaic potion, okay. Need to play Assassin's Creed Rogue? It's on the list. I mean, if I like Odyssey enough, I'll probably just start going through the series. I'll probably start with 1 and just work our way through. I mean, I've already played 3, so I can skip that one, but it's been a long time since I played the first Assassin's Creed. Okay, Axe Mantra. I think not Drizzt here would be a good step. Killing Blow. I don't think we need to be in melee necessarily for this. Rogue has a story before Assassin's Creed 3. Interesting. Telling things out of order like that. Criminal Contract. Basalt Skin. Not wild about any of these, actually. I guess we'll go for the Might. And we get a shot beforehand, that'd be great. These guys are dangerous. Can I sneak up on you and crit you? That was a good crit. That was a solid crit. He dodged that one, though. Another dodge. There we go. Alright, hey there, Brax. I might kill you. We'll see. Helm of Ultimate Knowledge. 4 defense, -5 trap affinity, -1 sight. I'm not wild about any of those. You've got... I mean, that's decent damage, but it's not good enough, I think. Was that 32? 2 more damage than we currently have. If I'm doing my math right. I'm not, aren't I? I'm not. That's 24. Never mind. That is 19, so no. Olmish plate mail for 50k. I already have something that's 15. Yeah, I already have the 15 defense here, so I'm good there. You have 13 absorption, which is better. There's also -10 nimbleness, which I'm not wild about. So, I mean, the nimbleness doesn't matter so much. Damn good. Damn good. Pushing him healing there. Sure, I'll go ahead and buy that. But I want to see 233. I mean, it says the monster's trying to kill us. He's not really. Yeah, I should kill him. All right, let's defense up first. And then I also want to do the celestial circle here. And then we can try to kill him. We need to, like, cast something on him, I think, in order to kill him. So, okay, there we go. Wow, he's just getting wrecked right now because he was scared of us because of demonology. Holy shit. He just fell over. That was just... that was too easy. Okay, well, we can take any of this stuff now if we want. Do we want the Helm of Ultimate Knowledge? To be fair, the defense isn't doing much for us right now. Or, sorry, the dodging. The counter chance is nice. But decreasing it by 2 is not terrible. Alright, let's take... Wait. Just pick it up. I mean, he doesn't care, doesn't he? He's dead. Alright, and step over here, pick this up. And I'll wear it. I mean, he can't stop us. Okay, we don't need those. I suppose we can pick it up. Pick up that. Pick up that. There. It's a small shop, but I feel satisfied with that. Sold merchandise from the shop. You're in trouble now. Okay, am I, though? I don't think I am. Okay, so we can protect ourselves celestially, right? And we could turn demon, but I think we just murder these guys immediately. Pretty much. I mean, they're trying, but this is not going to go well for them. Some of them died to their own poison, which seems weird. Or they died to the counters I did there. I'm unclear which. But either way, I stole it from the shop, and I walked away with it. So, I think that's an achievement in Steam, I'm pretty sure. So that's cool. I do love getting ourselves some achievements. Hello there, Mr. Man. Far-right demon is tough to see. Come on, take him out. Crippling wound is good. There we go. Being invisible is kind of cheating there. Well, you're not Lord Dredmor. You're totally not what I'm looking for. Murder you. We could go for a side quest here. We could use the experience. It's not going to be very much, though. I don't know if it's going to be worth it. Let's move on. None of you are Lord Dredmor. At least you don't match the box art. And that's what I'm looking for here. Well, Glath, I don't know if we're going to have another shop as a thing. Because this is supposed to be the last floor. So, Dredmor's somewhere on this floor. We could just win now, or lose horribly. One of the two. This guy's just sleeping, I think. There we go. Just murder him. So I don't think we're going to pick up anything else, because I don't care. Oh, the Deep Omelet's pretty good, though. We'll pick that up. So I think I just murdered... I murdered Brax for no reason. I mean, we did take his stuff. Oh, there's Lord Dredmor. Hey, dude. You have 1,300 health. I'm a little concerned for it. Here he is, the big man himself, prepared to die. Alright. He did just poison me with something bad. I've got Lingering Dullness Missile on me right now. And also, Strong Acid Burn. Okay, I kind of hate the acid burn. That sucks. I do have some grenades. Doesn't do very much damage, but we can try it. I think we should definitely Celestial Circle ourselves here. Give ourselves that added defense. So 106 defense right now. Don't know if that matters. We'll see if it does. Let's chuck a Holy Hand Grenade at him right here and see what that does. I'm seeing... This seems like a little close for this. If I remember correctly, Holy Hand Grenades has an enormous area of effect. But I have a feeling he's not going to let me run. We could do instead is some bolts. We could do that instead. He dodged it. That one he hit me with. Okay, he's increasing the darkness around me. I'm going to take a potion of regeneration, or yeah, life regeneration. He's going to keep on hitting me here. I critted. If he moves further away from me, I can definitely use the Holy Hand Grenade. Thank you very much for doing that. I appreciate that. So the Holy Hand Grenade. Chuck it at him. That was a big area effect. Unfortunately, didn't do too much to him. He's only down to 1,200. This is a worry. Okay. Fire in the hole again, I think. Just throw some more grenades. That did manage to crit. Do that again. I mean, I'm almost at full health. I mean, so is he, unfortunately. Wait a minute. How did I get down that far? Drink a potion of healing really quick. I might need to... I think he's exploding me right now. That's cheating is what that is. Alright, well, that's all my healing potion. I do have some healing... I have some potion replenishment. We're not... Oh, it's not over yet. Give me some Plumber's Elegiac here, and... How about some Pangalactic Gargle Blaster? Okay, he's at 1,200. I barely scratched him. Throw some Iron Bombs here. He dodged that one. Apparently we're just throwing fireballs at each other right now. I mean, I'm tempted to go melee with him. Let's see if we can do a Seismic Uppercut here. Okay. That did daze him. That's something. I'm going to hit him with a Bolt of Mass Destruction. I've been saving this for just such an occasion. Okay, that looked devastating, but it didn't seem to do much to him. Eldritch Bolt for sure, right? He's still dazed. The more dazed he is, the better off we are. Okay, well, he's below 1,200. If I can get him below 4 digits, I'll be happy. He's still dazed. I'm just going to keep on shooting at him here. I do not want to move from here, though. Apparently we dropped one of the bolts. That's okay. Can't see his health, though, now. We're not quite at full health, but closer. I've still got 11 bolts here. I can do this all day. Just as long as I continue to live. He is no longer dazed, so we're going to Seismic Uppercut again. He resisted it. Kind of hate that. Remember your Charlemagne. I don't know what that did, but he is still dazed now. Bolts do nothing to him. Oh, that's too bad. Okay, well, that would explain why I wasn't taking any damage. So he is dazed right now. Give me some Abyssal Fire here, because why the hell not? Actually, it says all around us, Norwegian Axonado. Let's try this, because that should do all squares around us in a circle. He resisted, but he is next to us now. Oh, that was a heavy hit. What the hell? He hit me for 22 crushing, 25 blasting, 6 necromantic, 4... Okay, so in melee, he's a beast. I was not aware. Okay, eat a potion of replenishment really quick before we die. Oh, and we're dead. He murdered in... He's freaking murdered us. He murdered us in melee. Okay, do not go in melee with Lord Dredmor. Lesson learned. Holy fuzzy cats. Well, I mean, it's our first attempt against Lord Dredmor. I'm not surprised we died. I'm impressed we got as far as we did. That was a great run, though. That was fantastic. That got us all the way down. We got some great drops. We had a good collection of skills. I mean, look at this character sheet. Oh, wait, I can't go to the character sheet right now because we're dead. The Daughter of Loathing. I like it. I mean, it's not often you see killed by Lord Dredmor on a mark like that. We got second. I don't know what the hell made us get almost double the amount, actually more than double the amount of points for that number 1 run. But there we go. So, that'll be this episode. Thanks for watching. This has been Dungeons of Dredmor on Piece of the Universe, your Piece of the Universe 2, and I'll see you guys next time.